Hello, in this lesson we will be solving for x given the quadratic sequence. The sequence that we have been given here goes as x plus 3, 2x plus 7, and 7x plus 9. From this sequence, we're going to come with the first differences. Remember, to get the first differences, we have to say t2 minus t1. t2 in this case is x plus 3. And we're going to say that x plus 3 minus whatever you subtract, you place it inside the brackets. It's x plus 3 minus x. And then again, we're going to have 2x plus 7. We're going to subtract x plus 3. And then we're going to say that 7x plus 9. And we're going to subtract 2x plus 7. Now let's simplify them. It's going to give us x plus 3. Negative sign times positive x gives us negative x. And then here we are going to have 2x plus 7. Negative times x gives us negative x. Negative times positive 3 gives us negative 3. Then here is 7x plus 9. Negative times 2x gives us negative 2x. And negative times positive 7 gives us negative 7. We are going to add like terms. The positive x will cancel the negative x and we'll be left with 3. 2x minus x is going to give us x. And then 7 minus 3 will give us 4. Positive 4. And then 7x minus 2x will give us 5x. Positive 9 minus 7 will give us positive 2. And these are our first differences. Now, from the first differences, we are going to come up with the second differences. Now, the second differences, we are going to say that x plus 4 minus, we're going to plug the 3 inside the brackets, and we're going to say that 5x plus 2, we're going to minus x plus 4. We must put the entire of it inside the bracket. Then x plus 4, negative sign times positive 3 gives us negative 3. And then 5x plus 2, negative times positive x gives us negative x. Negative times positive 4 gives us negative 4. Then we're going to add like terms. X positive 4 minus 3 will give us positive 1. And then 5x minus x will give us 4x. And then positive 2 minus 4 will give us negative 2. And these are our second differences. Remember that this is a quadratic sequence, and in the introductory video of quadratic sequence, we have said that the second difference of a quadratic sequence is constant. This means that if here we have got a number, the number must be the same as the number that is here. Let's check in the previous slide. Here we had 2 and here we had 2. So always with a quadratic sequence, the second difference must be constant. So what we're going to do in this lesson is that because we are sure that the number which must be here is the same number that must be here, we are going to equate them. So we are going to say that x plus 1 is equal to 4x minus 2. And then we're going to add like terms. we will take the 4x that side and will become minus. We will take the positive 1 that side and will become minus 1 as well. Now in this case we are going to say that x minus 4x is equal to negative 2 minus 1. Because the positive 1 has went to the other side of the equal sign, it changes to minus 1 instead of positive 1. Even the 4x changes from positive 4 to negative 4. Then x minus 4x gives us negative 3x. And then negative 2 minus 1 gives us negative 3. We're going to divide both sides by negative 3. Negative 3, negative 3, both sides. The negative 3 cancels the negative 3. The minus cancels the minus. We are left with x. The negative cancels the negative. The 3 cancels the 3. And we are left with 1. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is equal to 1. In the previous grades, you were taught that a number divided by itself is equal to 1. So in this case, our x is equal to 1 and we have solved for x. What we must note here that most usually make mistakes is that this is a term on its own. So when we are saying t2 is x plus 3. The entire of x plus 3 is t2. Not x, not 3, but x plus 3 is t2. So when we are saying t2 minus t1, you're going to say that t2 is the entire of this minus t1. Whatever you subtract, put it inside the bracket so that you don't have to make errors of signs. And then t3 is equal to 2x plus 7. When you are saying t3 minus t2, you will say the entire of 2x plus 7 minus, then you put this inside the bracket like we have done here. Then at the end, you have the first differences. We have got 3, we have got 4x, and we have got 5x plus 2. And these ones are the ones which we can use to find the second differences. And after we have found the second differences, we are sure that this is a quadratic sequence and that it must be constant. The second difference must be constant. So when we are here, we are going to equate the x plus 1 and the 4x minus 2, because always in a quadratic sequence, on the second differences, if here we have a number, that number must be here as well. That's why we say it is constant, meaning it remains the same throughout. After that, you equate them and you solve for x, and your answer is 1. Thank you for watching.